Hi everyone, and welcome to the SwiftFox Masterclass. Today, you'll get a clear understanding of the SwiftFox communication wallet, the system that sits behind every communication your platform sends, from email campaigns to SMS messages to VoIP calls. If you've ever wanted a clearer way to manage the cost of outbound communications and make sure your account doesn't run dry at the wrong moment, then this session is for you. As this feature rolls out, the communication wallet is one of those things that can be easy to overlook right up until you need it. Getting familiar with how it works from day one is what this session is really about. This session won't run through every setting in detail. Instead, it focuses on core concepts, how the wallet is structured, how funds move through the system, and how to configure it in a way that supports reliable, uninterrupted communication. At its core, the SwiftFox communication wallet is your account's communications credit pool. Every time SwiftFox sends an email, delivers an SMS, or connects a VoIP call on your behalf, there's a cost attached to that action. It's where those costs are drawn from and where you manage the funds that keep your communications running. In the wallet, you can see your current balance, configure how and when your account tops up, manage your saved payment cards, and review a history of transactions and usage. The important thing to understand is that it isn't just a payment screen. It's an operational control point. How you configure it directly affects whether your campaigns send successfully, how costs are attributed across your organization, and how much visibility you have into your communication spend. How funds are shared across your organization can be configured, and it depends on whether your organization uses circles. If your organization does use circles, you can choose whether funds are shared organization-wide or managed separately per circle. When each circle has its own wallet, it behaves like an independent pool of funds, including its own saved payment cards. If you're not sure which model is right for your organization, speak to your SwiftFox account manager. They can help you choose a setup that fits how your teams operate. The communication wallet is designed to help your communications run smoothly from the moment you start using it, without you needing to watch it day to day. Two settings work together to support that: your available balance and your credit limit. Your available balance is the funds currently in your communication wallet, ready to be used. Your credit limit is an optional buffer that gives you extra headroom, so you have time to top up before anything urgent is affected. The key idea is simple. As long as you have funds available either through balance or credit limit, then bulk sending works as expected. If your communication wallet reaches zero and there's no credit limit in place or it's been used up, SwiftFox pauses bulk campaign sending until funds are added again. When that happens, the platform will let you know so you can top up and continue. Importantly, individual communications and background automations are never blocked. One-off emails, individual SMS messages, and automations keep running regardless of wallet status, so day-to-day operational workflows don't suddenly stop. Not every communication you send costs money from the communication wallet. Most organizations have a monthly inclusions allowance, a set number of emails. You can review your inclusions and per unit rates at any time in the communication wallet. You'll see each communication type listed with its inclusion amount and its per unit cost once inclusions are exhausted. Email, for example, might include tens of thousands of sends per month, with a small per unit charge beyond that. SMS, on the other hand, typically carries no inclusions. Every message sent is charged at the listed rate. VoIP calls are billed per minute, with each minute counted as 1 unit. These rates and inclusions can be tailored to your organization's specific needs, so speak to your account manager if they don't work for you. The key point is that costs are only drawn from your communication wallet once your included amounts are used up. There are 2 ways to add funds to your communication wallet. A quick top-up lets you add funds immediately. SwiftFox confirms the total charge upfront, including any applicable fees and tax, then issues a receipt and invoice against the organization profile linked in your communication wallet. Auto top-up is the set and forget option. You choose a balance threshold and an amount to add, and SwiftFox automatically tops you up whenever your balance drops below that point. You can also set an end date if you only want it to be active for a defined period. When you set up auto top-up, you'll choose which saved card to charge and whether you'd like email receipts whenever a top-up happens. Email receipts are a simple way to keep a record without needing to check the communication wallet manually. One thing worth noting, communication costs are not deducted from your communication wallet balance until a campaign is actually sent. This means that if you view your balance mid-campaign setup, you may find funds that haven't yet been drawn. The deduction happens at the point of sending. Your saved payment cards are managed in the communication wallet. You can add multiple cards and choose which one is charged for auto top-up. The SwiftFox Communication Wallet is the engine that keeps your outbound communications running reliably. Understanding its structure, how balances and credit limits interact, how inclusions affect costs, and how auto top-up can be used to prevent disruption. It puts you in a much better position to manage your communication infrastructure confidently. If you're setting this up for the first time, the simplest starting point is to add a card, configure auto top-up with a sensible threshold, and enable email receipts. That combination will cover the most common scenarios without requiring you to monitor your balance manually. As your usage grows, the usage and activity views will give you the data you need to understand your spend patterns and adjust your configuration accordingly. Thank you for joining this session. As always, if you have questions, your SwiftFox account team is on hand to help.